The Nigeria Police Force has warned against activities related to unnatural offences and same-sex marriage within the country, declaring them illegal and vowing to arrest perpetrators. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are the top 10 stories. At number 1, the Supreme Court has upheld the 5-year jail term of Faruk Ladan, a former member of the House of Representatives in Nigeria. The lead judgment was delivered by Justice Tijani Abubakar on Friday, affirming the decision of the Court of Appeal in Abuja. Lawan, who served as the chairman of the House of Representatives Ad Hoc Committee on Fuel Subsidy Regime, was charged in 2013 for allegedly demanding a bribe of $3 million from billionaire businessman Femi Otedola, who accused Lawan of accepting $500,000 to facilitate the removal of his oil company from the list of implicated companies in the fuel subsidy scam of 2012. In February 2022, the Court of Appeal reduced Lawan's initial 7-year sentence, handed down by a high court, to 5 years. At number 2, the Nigeria Police Force has warned against activities related to unnatural offences and same-sex marriage within the country, declaring them illegal and vowing to arrest perpetrators. This announcement comes amidst a recent trend on social media where some individuals who identify as LGBTQ+ are raising concerns about potential discrimination and being stereotyped in the country. Police spokesperson ACP Olumoyiwa Adejobi, in a statement, stated that same-sex marriage is strictly prohibited in the country, and the Same-Sex Marriage Prohibition Act of 2014 criminalizes the solemnization, operation, and public display of same-sex marriages. At number 3, the federal government has engaged industry stakeholders to launch its Smart National Transport Data Bank initiative towards improving the country's transportation landscape. The Minister of Transport, Saidu Ahmed Al-Khali, revealed this in his keynote address at a one-day stakeholders engagement forum on Smart National Transport Data Bank, organized by Nigeria's Institute of Transport Technology, NITT, held recently in Abuja. Al-Khali noted that the data bank is planned to act as a central repository for all transportation data, allowing for better decision-making through complete real-time information. At number 4, the FCTA says it would pay 40% of the outstanding arrears, while the area councils will pay 60%. Dr. Danlami Hayo, the Secretary for Education, Federal Capital Territory Administration, says 7 billion naira has been approved to offset 25% of the outstanding arrears of salaries of teachers in public primary schools. Hayo said this during a familiarization visit to the management of the ACT Universal Basic Education Board in Abuja. He also said the administration had directed the aerial councils to pay the money within 3 months. Likewise, FCT, adding that the money will be deducted from the source and sent to them. The Education Secretary said this was to ensure that the teachers went back to classrooms. At number 5, the Lagos High Court sitting in Ikeja has convicted and sentenced the founder of Irene Christian Ministry, Bishop Feyi Daniels, to life imprisonment for the rape of one of his church members. Justice Rahman Oshodi also sentenced the bishop to 3 years imprisonment for the offense of sexual assault of 2 members of his church. The judge held that both sentences are to run concurrently. His name is also to be registered in the Sexual Offenders Register as maintained by the Lagos State Government. According to the prosecution, the defendant committed the offences in June 2020 within the Ikota Villa Estate in Lekki, Lagos. The offences contravene sections 260 subsection 2 of the Criminal Laws of Lagos 2015. At number 6, the Rivers State House of Assembly has voted to override Governor Fubara and pass 4 new bills into law. This happened during the plenary at the House of Assembly quarters after the Speaker of the House, Martin Amawule, read 4 letters addressed to him by the governor, wherein he declined his assent to the 4 new bills which had been sent to him for assent. The House, relying on Section 100, subsection 5, said the assent of the governor is not required for the passage into law of the said bills. The section stated that where the governor withholds assent and the bill is again passed by 2/3 majority, the bill shall become a law and the assent of the governor shall not be required. At number 7, the federal government has formally unveiled the National Plan for Vaccine Research and Development and Local Production. The Minister of State for Health and Social Welfare, Dr. Tunji Alhassan, disclosed that the plan was comprehensively developed from a novel bottom-up approach. The unveiling was made possible by the year-long collaboration between the European Union, the Bulgarian government, and the National Institute for Pharmaceutical Research and Development on behalf of the Nigerian government. At number 8, the United Nations and European Union condemned the United States on Friday after the country's first execution of an inmate using nitrogen as physiction, an untested method that has reignited a debate about capital punishment. The southern state of Alabama put convicted murderer Kenneth Smith to death on Thursday by pumping nitrogen hypoxia into a face mask, causing him to suffocate. It was the first time the country had used the execution method rather than the more common lethal injection. Smith was pronounced dead at 8:25 p.m. on Friday. At number 9, King Charles III was on Friday admitted to a London hospital for scheduled surgery, Buckingham Palace said, a week after revealing the British monarch will be treated for an enlarged prostate. Royal officials disclosed that he had an enlarged prostate, but the condition was benign. It came soon after a separate statement that the king's daughter-in-law, Catherine, Princess of Wales, 42, had undergone successful abdominal surgery for an unspecified condition. Finally, at number 10, the International Court of Justice, ICJ, in The Hague has delivered a preliminary ruling on Friday in South Africa's case alleging genocide by Israel in Gaza, ordering Israel to stop its military campaign. At a 2-day hearing this month, South Africa asked the court to issue provisional measures requiring Israel to immediately end its military campaign in Gaza, which began after the October 7, 2023 attacks by Hamas militant group. About 1,200 Israelis, mainly citizens, were killed in the October 7th coordinated attacks, with 240 taken hostage, an estimated 129 of whom are still being held captive. The death toll from the assaults on Gaza stands at almost 26,000, mostly women and children, with a further 7,000 buried under rubble, presumed dead. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.